Hey guys, it's a Proud Cat Lover, and today I have a little update for you, which is super exciting. I was at a local, I guess you could say family-owned pet store, that just opened recently in a town that's not even 15 minutes away from me, which is really nice because it's really close now, and I don't have to worry about going to PetSmart or Petco because I can go to this place. And they had 18 by 18 by 24 tanks. And the usual price is between, I think it's $130 and $162 is normally what these guys cost. And they had them there at regular price of $99.99. So I went down there, my dad got one, and I'm going to pay him back for, helping me get a second one, and then I bought this one. It is awesome to be able to finally move a couple of the Crested Geckos into these tanks, which will last them for the rest of their life. I mean, obviously, the tank that Ember was in, she shares that tank over there with Blaze. But she was getting really big, of course, as most of you, if you've seen my videos before, know. She is 11 inches instead of the usual 8 inches that a Crested Gecko normally is. She's 11 inches because her tail by itself is 4 inches long. So she definitely needed an upgrade, and I couldn't put Magma in the split tank with the girls because he would possibly stress them out because a male in the same tank, even though it's split. So he got this tank over here, and then Ember is in this tank, and Phoenix is now sharing the tank with Blaze. And Phoenix is pretty small just because, one, she's a frog butt, but second of all, she just is a lot smaller of a Crested Gecko. So I put some of these vines here on the door, and then I put this on the door for a little bit more privacy. I've got the leaf here with this branch of hers that I have, and her twig is going across there, and I've got 2 plants that are hanging here on the side. Her little house is down there with her lay box. And then over here I have, which I use this towel to block out the light coming in through my window, but I have 2 of the 18-inch, well actually wait, I think they're actually 2-foot plants. These plants here, whether they're 18 or they're 2-foot, I don't remember. But these are really big plants. They go all the way to the floor, so I'm going to say they're probably 2-foot plants. There's 2 of those in here, and I'm really wanting to get something to fill in the middle because it just feels really bare, but I just worked with what I had. So, but I'm thinking of getting like either those artificial bamboo poles that go diagonal that a lot of people use in their tanks, or I'm going to use a noodle, or a pool noodle, if you guys know what I'm talking about. If you get on Google, you'll see all these people that use pool noodles, and they wedge them in between the glass. And because they're styrofoam, the Crested Geckos can easily cling to them. Just because I feel like it's really empty in the middle. It bugs me when stuff is just empty. So, but right now, obviously, I am not going to be able to go anywhere and buy stuff. Ember's just chilling out down here. She's probably like, whoa. Just like, there's a lot of space now that she is not used to having, so she's going to take a while to get used to it. And then, of course, she has her little ledge up here. And I gave her food ledge to Phoenix because Phoenix didn't have one before. And then I'm going to buy her another one. For now, I'm just going to buy a water dish. I want to get these 2 water dishes, and they're those rock fountains that I believe you either plug in or there's a little battery or something, and it runs water down a little waterfall and it trickles into a pool, because I like those. They're a little bit more natural than just having a water dish. And because where the water is moving, it's not going to get any bacterial buildup as quickly. Obviously, you're still going to have to change it. But that is her tank over here. And then, of course, Magma's tank looks really bare in the middle because he only has his cork bark, and it's not long enough to stretch across the tank like this piece of wood here. So I've got his ledge right here, and I have a plant on the side here for him. But you can see his is just huge open. Like, I put this branch in here, the vine, but it still does not help. It's just so bare. But his little water deal for now I just put in here because I don't have any other tank to put it in. And he can just use it to walk on, because, I mean, they so badly just need new ledges, but they're so expensive to buy. And I tried my hand at making some, and it's just really difficult. So I just gave up for now. So his ledge is up here, and then he has 3 plants to separate from him seeing Ember. And then I have this plant here, and then this long plant that is the 2-foot long one, and then his cork log is under here, so he has a spot to hide. And then he has his little plant there, and then of course the ledge that's right there for the water. So that's his tank there, and then of course Phoenix is moved into Ember's old side of the tank. So I guess I'll show that real quick. But yeah, I just want to update you guys because I was super excited that I got such a good deal on these awesome tanks. And this store has huge tanks. Like, they had a 36 by 18 by 36. The tank was ginormous. I could sit in it. It was so big. And it was one of them they were selling, and it was like $200. That's actually not really that bad if you can imagine that. What was I about to say? Raj's tank is 35 and like 1/4 of an inch, like it's almost 36 inches long. To imagine a tank that is this long, same depth, because his is an 18-inch deep as well, but 3 foot tall. That's like all the way up to here, like that wide and just up. It was crazy big. But we'll go over here real quick, and I will just show you, like, I have these 2 tanks now as extras, so if any of the eggs ever hatch that are blazes, I'll have a tank that I can house the hatchlings in temporarily until they get big enough that I'll separate them, because right now she's just had a couple eggs. She is gravid at the moment, so hopefully she'll be laying those soon. So, because she laid her last clutch, and only 1 egg was fertile. The other one was all kind of deformed and was a dud, you could tell. But I'll show you her side of the tank. You can obviously see that Blaze's side is the same still. I took the, what word am I looking for? The hammock out of Magma's tank, and I put it into Phoenix's tank because his tank is now too wide for me to put it in there. So she has just 2 plants here on the front, a plant here and here. She has a ledge down there, and this hammock with a water ledge right there, and then her leaf and her calcium down there. And of course, she is too young at the moment for me to have to worry about getting her lay box, just because she's not old enough to start producing eggs and stuff. So, anyway guys, that's mainly the video I'm going to do. So, I am quickly running out of space over here on my storage unit. So, I have the hissing cockroaches down below now, and that, okay, the towel didn't fall, I was just seeing things. So, I have them down there. And then I have my 2 Chinese mantises in those containers, and then I have the other ones over here. So, yeah, running out of space a little bit. So I'm going to have to organize a bunch of stuff, go through my closet and see if there's anything I can get rid of to, you know, hold these tanks in there temporarily until I start to use them. So, anyway guys, thank you for watching. Sorry if this video was a little long, but, you know, I get to talking sometimes, so I apologize. Anyway, thank you for watching, and have a good day.